I'm currently reading through the book of Genesis, and a few days ago I was reading Genesis 5, and the title of Genesis 5 is The Descendants of Adam. So it talks about the descendants of Adam, their age, when they had a child, and when they died. I read verse 6 as an example. So it says, when Seth was 105, he had a son, Enosh, and then lived another 807 years. He had other children and died at the age of 912. And it kept saying that when Enosh was 90, when Kenan was 70, when Mahalalel was 65, he had a son. It's just those kind of things. And usually when I see some posts um on social media where they hear reading those kind of things where it's like this begat this begat this in the Bible. And when I was reading this, I was like, why would God put this thing there where he put this person was this age, they had a son at this age, they lived for this age, and then they died at this age. And one thing that I realized is each person had a different timeline. Even the two that were kind of similar was verse 15 and verse 21, and they both were 65 when they had a son. So what if one of the people who lived, let's say my mother that lived before me had a child at so and so age, and I'm here sitting here thinking, because I have not had a child at that age, my life is a failure. But no, some had a child at 90, some had a child at 105, some had a son at 70, some had a child at 65. It goes to show that our lives on this earth, everybody's timeline is different, and there's no need to be panicking or comparing our lives to other people and feel like we are what's the word? I know the tree word, but I can't say the English. That we are late or something like that. Everybody's timeline was different. The time that they had, even those two that were the same at the same age at the time when they had a son, they lived for different ages. It's so spectacular that the Bible is so intentional about putting these kind of things to make us see how to live our lives, the way we should think about ourselves and our lives. We should not live in comparison with other people's timeline. Everybody's timeline is different.